All right, people. Welcome back to the coach's desk. I'm your host, Coach Minzy. Trusting that everybody's doing well and everybody's doing all right. So, I'm gonna give my views on the game, people. The game that was played last evening. A game that Canada out-muscled us, in other words. We're gonna be talking about some of the things that I observed in the game and things that probably can fix if we touch that, and just to show you some of the mistakes that the team made. But this team is still a team in progress, work in progress, right? So, people, when I look at it, it was a tough game. But before I get into that, people, just remember to like the video. Just hit the like button up, people. Share the video. Share the video. Yes, I would appreciate if you share the video. Share the video. And tell a friend to tell a friend about the coach's desk. All right? So that this channel will continue to grow. I'm gonna start off with how do I really start this? Anyways, let me start off this with dead people or Cruyff. He said, and I want you to listen carefully. There are a lot of people who can say that a team is playing badly, but few can explain why they play badly. And there are even fewer people who can say what to do in order for the team to play better. So I start off the video with that. Then let me show you what's happening with this clip. All right. All right, man. I'll play it again and pause it at a particular point. I want you to pay keen attention to what is happening. See the positioning? All right, look at this. That's where I want it to reach for you to really understand, people, what is happening. Yeah? Look at the movement. Look at the movement. When the player Estiquayo, or whatever the pronunciation is, has the ball, or the ball was played to him by Hoylett, how many players were out of position? All right, so Ricardo Thomas was marking Buchanan. Greg Lee wasn't marking Lauren. King wasn't marking Lauren. Mariappa wasn't marking Lauren. Ravel Morrison should have been the first person to move across there. So obviously some persons were missing out of the frame because everybody was moving towards the ball. I believe they were ball watching. So once Junior Oilet plays the ball lateral, everybody out of position. But this could have been solved, you know, people. This could have been solved. This could have been solved because this is what Greg Lee did. Greg Lee ran out of position. Greg Lee ran out of position. When Greg Lee moved out of position, it left Lauren And in hindsight, still, you know, Greg Lee thought he was doing the right thing by it because somebody needed to close down the player. But he should have called to Ravel and Speedy to get across quickly. He should not run out of the defensive side of things. And that is what caused it to happen where it is. So it left acres of space in your penalty area. Acres of space. King went over, but it was too slow. So this is what Canada used and really exploited the boys. We have more videos that we can show enough people, but being that it is not a live recording, it tends to be itching a little bit. But let's get down to the whole meat of the matter, people. So you can observe, and with that play, it happened more than one time. They overload the side where Javian Brown is and slip back the ball in. Everybody ball watching. But sometimes you see some players make some plays and you wonder why. I made some notes today, you know, while thinking about the game and having a conversation with one of my brethren. Big up yourself. You know yourself. When you see this video, you know who. You know you may attack. So when you look at this Canada versus Reggae Boyz game, both coaches have different objectives. Yeah? The teams are on two different trajectories. Canada on their way to the World Cup, Reggae Boyz in a state of rebuilding. So Canada was basically on the verge of qualifying. Even a draw could push them through, or would have pushed them through. A win made the victory and the celebration even sweeter. So I must say congratulations to Canada on that victory and qualifying for their World Cup in 36 years. And that is interesting enough, people, but I'm going to be touching on that. I hope I remember. I'll be getting back to that 36-year point. So, Canada is also the top team in the CONCACAF region right now. Based on how they are playing, they have the most potent attack. No doubt about that. The most potent attack, right? And they have the meanest defensive unit out there. The meanest. They don't give away a lot of goals, right? No, when you check Jamaica side, you know, people, Jamaica concede almost in all their matches. Almost all their matches. Jamaica can't score to save their lives or to save the campaign. We create chances, but we just cannot put the ball in the back of the net. So that was going against us. Our campaign, like I said earlier, is actually in a rebuilding mode. Canada team is playing together for years now, while the Reggae Boyz is a fairly new team with some of the players that played in that game. Canada is also a well-oiled machine, people. Yeah? So this team is well-trained. Hey, big up yourself, Joseph Brown. Joseph Brown sent me some information, you know, people, on the WhatsApp, you know. And they did a little breakdown on how Canada reach where they are. We know that Erdman used to coach the female team, and Erdman had success in the female team. They brought him over to the male team, and the man does transition the entire Canadian program from the youth teams coming right up. So listen, it's not only the Canadian senior team is doing well enough. I remember everybody know the women's team is also a staple in women's football. So Erdman, and if you see where Erdman got his qualification and the things that they do, the infrastructure that they put in place to ensure. Remember, you know, Canada did not qualify for the World Cup since 36 years ago, since 1980 something. Yeah? 86. But they worked on a system. They worked on a program. They kept players together. And you see, the people talking about the players playing playing together. Some of the players have been playing together for a while. So what Erdman did was mix experience with youth. The Jonathan David, the man go on a recruiting drive, people. The Jonathan David, the Buchanan, the Davies, the David. These players are they were born in different countries, but Erdman saw their talent and Erdman wanted to get them in, or whoever was running the program then got them in. So Canada recruited. When we look at it, people, 4 goals were scored on Jamaica. And those 4 players could have played for Jamaica. I don't want to elaborate on that, because, some people are come out in them feelings and now look on the real truth of the matter. Now, if we notice, this team compared to the team that played in November is a totally different team. You can see where the Reggae Boyz are not kicking the ball aimlessly from back to front, hoping that the ball falls at somebody's feet or foot who will dribble the ball or score a spectacular. No. That is not happening anymore. So if you don't see the difference in this team, why, I'm sorry for you. The team is actually playing better through the different thirds of the game, albeit work needs to be done in all thirds because we still are concede from crosses. We're trying to build up from the back, and you see the differences when we have break lines, the high press lines and all of these things. I am seeing those things. People are collecting the ball behind the press now. When in times past, that we never see that. So you can see an identity of the team now. We still need to be patient, although I believe if Paul Hall gets better quality players, this type of football that he's trying to play, it will eventually happen. Now, we talk about Damian Lowe, we talk about Ethan Pinnock, we talk about the Mikel Antonio, the Leon Bailey, the Ravel Marcy. If we get better players in this system, I guarantee you that we'll be playing better. If these new players are somewhat understanding what is expected of them and they are doing what they should do, even though they can do better, can you imagine if them get some quality ballers? Hey, me now stay upon that either. As me say, some people we getting at them feelings. These are my observations that came out from watching the game. Now, the JPL players, they played in a very unusual condition. And if you know about cold, when you're in cold conditions, you can't feel your toes. You understand? So you have to give credit to the ballers. Them will go out there and put on them gear and go play some ball. If they were in better condition, do you think it would be of a different result? I don't know. But I know, I can tell you the condition. The reports that I'm getting from out of Canada, the condition was terrible. Also, the field was bad. The Canadians, listen, Canada play Mexico and US, and they won those games in Canada, and they played in very bad conditions. Do you think Jamaica could have got us with this new team and new idea that is going and win that game? Yeah, a lot of you say, no, Jamaica will be winning the game. I can't call out Travis Pesser, because Travis I'm virgin. Travis talk about the team, I go win. No worry about it. Come on, Travis. You know so that was an imposter. You're just being a very ardent Reggae Boy fan by saying that. No. Paul Hall is a high press coach and a possession sort of press coach. But what I observe from this game also is that in order to high press, you still have to press based on how the other team plays. So if you want to be like the Leeds coach and not change nothing, then well, just hope your system work. Just hope you have the players to play it. You understand? But one thing I knew, Greg Lee was having a hard time in the back three. His game improved. Hey, I bet you no found never says Paul Hall make the adjustment. Paul Hall made the adjustment in the game, you know. Back four. So 4-3-3. Then another adjustment. 4-4-2. The conditions was just not working for us. People say Greg Lee played well. Yes, he get some good blocks and all of that. But the defense, if you see the first goal that was scored, Greg Lee and others, the defensive section of things, they are the contributor to that, you know. The man should never run left him defensive line. And that's what he did, run out for go tackle. And the player is so smart. Yes, he run out. Lauren just moving at the space. The big vacuum just open up. Man just put the ball in the space. Boom. There was another attempt with the same way. Play back the ball, but this time the ball was played back in the box. One time the player ran on, boom. That was a missed opportunity for the player there. Yeah. One thing you see Canada's positioning, it was good, so they forced us into error. And you see the way I showed you that video a while ago, how Canada was positioning themselves good. Jamaica did the exact same thing against El Salvador. They did the exact same thing. So they did well. But a team that is well oiled like a Canadian team, that can be broken down, you know. Canada can be broken down. Canada can be broken down. But we need quality players to break down this Canadian team. And the fact of the matter is that this Canadian team, they have been playing together and them are hold them on, people. No doubt about it. So, there you have it. Those are my views. And there are a lot more that I could talk about, but I'm just going to cut it here. So, the fact of the matter is that there's potential in this team. I see where Paul Hall is trying something. The only way that these JPL players are going to get better is if they continue to play the game. Somebody asked, what did Paul Hall do to stop the consistent press by Canada on Reggae Boyz' right side? Where were Leon Bailey? Somebody did ask a question. Canada was overloading on that side. And it could have easily been solved if players were playing their role. I told you. Look how far Mariappa was. You know, I need to show you the other video, you know, people. I need to show you the other video. Yeah, man. I need to show you the other video. This is what I'm going to close it off with. Look at this. Hold it there. Mariappa pointing to King to look at David. See me here? King now pay attention. Hoylett and Adagobe creating overload against Brown because they realize Brown probably was playing a little bit too high, or the other players are not able to, you know, So them overload Brown side as the question was asked. But if they stayed in position, then that would have been a simple 1-2. Then could have overload till them weak. It could have been solved. Look at it. This is a similar play to the goal, people. Similar play to the goal. Hold on, I freeze it, freeze. All right, there it go. Junior Oilet again. Oilet engage Brown. Pass the ball over there. Look at that. Everybody dead. Swing the ball back in the box. Player runs on. You see that? They have work to do. And again, we might say this is the condition that they play in. But that's how the thing go. But yeah, people, thanks very much for tuning. What are your thoughts on my views on the game? Canada versus Jamaica. Until next time, people, stay safe. Peace out.